We've got an enormous month of animated movies and series headed our way, coming to us via major players such as Disney, Pixar and DreamWorks, and hitting the biggest streaming services. In this video we'll go over all of March 2022's major releases and when and where you can check them out. Before we get into this, don't forget to hit that like button down below. It does wonders in getting my content out there, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to keep up to date with all my content. At that, let's get into it. Kicking the month off is Adi Shankar's Guardians of Justice, headed to Netflix on March 1. The alien superhero Marvelous Man has kept the Earth at peace for 40 years, but when a devastating secret and its tragic consequences throws our world into chaos, it's up to Marvelous Man's bitter, violent lieutenant Nighthawk and idealistic do-gooder The Speed to stop nuclear war. Netflix calls the series a dark satire of the superhero genre, which mixes live action with traditional animation, claymation, cutout paper animation, and 8-bit video game footage in a kaleidoscope of pop art insanity. On March 3, Netflix will drop the second season of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Produced in CG animation and geared towards a children's audience, the second season of Netflix's less controversial He-Man series will see the fate of Eternos hanging in the balance, as He-Man and the heroes forge new alliances and new destinies to stop Skeletor from raising an army of the dead and obtain ultimate power. The series stars such top voice talent as Yuri Lowenthal, Grey Griffin, Ben Diskin, Kimberly Brooks, Fred Tatasciore, and Tom Kenny. On March 4, Apple TV Plus will begin to roll out the second half of Season 2 of Central Park. Created by Bob's Burgers' Lauren Bouchard alongside Josh Gad and Nora Smith, the series is an animated musical comedy about a family that lives in Central Park, who must fend off a hotel heiress and her long-suffering assistant, who want to turn the park into condos. The series stars Titus Burgess, David Diggs, Josh Gad, Catherine Hahn, Leslie Odom Jr. and Stanley Tucci. Season 2 Part 2 will debut with 3 episodes and continue weekly for a further 3 weeks. Also on March 4, Amazon Prime Video will drop the complete 8-episode anthology series, The Boys Diabolical. The series showcases fun-size episodes running 12 to 14 minutes, each with their own animation style, and will reveal unseen stories within the Boys universe, brought to life by some of the most creative and bloody brilliant minds in entertainment today. Guest stars and writers include the likes of Awkwafina, Seth Rogen, Simon Pegg, Ben Schwartz, Kumail Nanjiani, Jason Isaacs, Andy Samberg, Kieran Culkin, Christian Slater, Giancarlo Esposito, Aisha Tyler, and many more. Headed for release on March 11 is Disney and Pixar's Turning Red. Causing some upset, it was recently announced that the movie will bypass cinemas for a Disney Plus exclusive release. Mei Lee is a confident, dorky 13-year-old, torn between staying her overbearing mother's dutiful daughter and the chaos of adolescence. And as if changes to her interests, relationships, and body weren't enough, whenever she gets too excited, which is practically always, she poofs into a giant red panda. It's directed by Academy Award winner Domee Shi and stars Rosalie Chiang and Sandra Oh. Also on March 11, to complement the release of Turning Red, Disney Plus will offer Embrace the Panda, a feature-length behind-the-scenes documentary charting the making of the film. With behind-the-scenes access to director Domee Shi and her all-female core leadership crew, this story shines a light on the powerful professional and personal journeys that brought this incredibly comical, utterly relatable, and deeply heartfelt story to the screen. Also on March 11, Apple TV Plus will release the entire 6-episode second season of The Snoopy Show. Based on Charles Schulz's classic Peanuts comic strip, The Snoopy Show sees the internationally beloved Beagle and his feathered best friend Woodstock as they tackle all new adventures, with all of his bold, beloved personas on full display. Apple promises Season 2 will deliver new tricks, same Snoopy. The series is produced by Wildbrain. Also on March 11, Nickelodeon will premiere the first episode of The Loud House Season 6. This season finds the Loud family embarking on even more wild adventures packed with heart and humour, including musicals, birthday celebrations, gatherings with the Casagrandes, and hijinks featuring all of the lovable characters who inhabit Royal Woods. With this season, Loud House becomes the longest running Nickelodeon series, which debuted in the 2010s. On March 15, Netflix will release the entire 12-episode Team Zenko Go from DreamWorks Animation. Naya, Ari, Ali, and Jax are members of Team Zenko Go, a secret squad of stealthy do-gooders who harness the art of distraction to perform anonymous acts of kindness for the unknowing residents of Harmony Harbour. These 4 kids have been taught by their mentor Auntie Yuki a special set of skills that allow them to do good deeds, or Zenkos, for others, making their town the happiest in the world. Produced by DreamWorks and Mainframe Studios, Team Zenko Go is geared towards preschool audiences. On March 17, HBO Max will release the second season of Jellystone. Set in the charming town of the same name, Jellystone follows an ensemble of Hanna-Barbera characters as they live, work, play, and, as is often the case, destroy the town in some silly way together. Alongside Yogi Bear, voiced by Jeff Bergman, and Boo Boo, voiced by series creator C.H. Greenblatt, the series also stars Huckleberry Hound, Snagglepuss, Augie Doggy and Doggy Daddy, Peter Potamus, and many more. No details have been released on the new season, but if it's anything like Season 1, it should feature 11 episodes, all released same day. On March 18, Netflix will release the 10-episode debut season of Human Resources, an adult animated comedy and spin-off of the popular Big Mouth. Described as even edgier and adultier than its predecessor, Human Resources pulls back the curtain on the daily lives of the creatures, hormone monsters, depression kitties, shame wizards, and many more that help humans journey through every aspect of life, from childbirth to puberty to the twilight years. It quickly becomes clear, however, that the creatures have a lot of humanity themselves. The series stars Nick Kroll, Maya Rudolph, Randall Park, Aidy Bryant, David Thewlis, Kiki Palmer, Pamela Adlon, and Brandon Kyle Goodman. On March 19, Disney Channel will air the first episode of the second half of the second season of The Owl House. This half-season continues to follow Luz as she looks for a way to return to the human realm, while Edna confronts her inner demons and King searches for the truth about his past. Season 2 Part 2 will consist of 11 weekly episodes. Additionally, on March 19, Disney Channel will air the first episode of the second part of the third season of Amphibia. This part continues to see Anne and the Plantars transported from Amphibia to her hometown of Los Angeles, where the Frog family have to learn about the modern world and try to find a way home, all while hiding their identities as talking frog people. Season 2 Part 2 will likewise consist of 11 weekly episodes. On March 25, Disney Plus will debut The Wonderful Spring of Mickey Mouse, the second in a series of 4 extended-length special episodes which will form the second season of The Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse. In this next special, geared towards kids, families, and fans of all ages, Mickey Mouse and his friends explore the promise of the spring season through the lens of a unique nature documentary, spotlighting Mickey's endearing, adventurous, and comedic antics. The series is produced by Paul Rudish. Also on March 25, Netflix will debut the 20-episode Transformers BotBots, a new expansion to the Transformers universe based on Hasbro's popular toy line. Described as an animated comedy, it follows the mischievous little Transformers robots known as BotBots, which disguise themselves as everyday mall objects. By day, these BotBots hide quietly on store shelves, but at night they jump into adventure, until a group of BotBots called the Lost Bots run into the mall security guard and put all the bots in danger. Geared towards a preschool market, the series will follow as these misfits overcome their differences and gain acceptance in the eyes of the other bots. And finally, on March 31, Paramount Plus will release the entire 16-episode debut series of The Fairly Odd Parents, Fairly Odder, a live-action animation hybrid follow-up to the classic series. Ty Turner uproots his life to reunite with his high school sweetheart in the town of Dimsdale, thrusting his cautious 13-year-old daughter Viv into a new world where she doesn't fit in. Once there, her cousin Timmy entrusts his fairy godparents to help her adjust by taking her under their wings. Witnessing the fairy transfer take place, Viv's new stepbrother Roy also inherits them, and the two siblings must come together to overcome the obstacles in their path. If you'd like to keep up to date with all the biggest cartoon news, don't forget to like and subscribe to see more regular installments like this. And if you're keen on diving deep into the history of all your favourite animated characters, don't forget to check out my continuing Cartoon Evolution series linked at the end of the video. And at that is all of the major animated releases for March 2022. And now I'm throwing it over to you. I want to know, what are you most excited to check out this month? Fire away down in the comments below and let me know your thoughts. Hey everyone, if you haven't yet, smash that big old subscribe button up on your screen to keep up to date with all my content, and hit that like button down below. Also, don't forget to check me out on social media, and please consider supporting me over on Patreon for as little as $1 a month for exclusive videos, early access content, and to get your name up on the screen. Thanks again for watching.